To prevent me from cheating, my husband makes me swallow a pill every morning before he leaves for work. He even checks my mouth to confirm I've actually taken it before he'll feel secure enough to go. But it doesn't end there. Every day at exactly 2 o'clock, he calls home just to verify I am still there. On the surface, he seems like a controlling husband, but the truth is far more unsettling. I was once the only daughter of a billionaire family, with enough wealth to sustain generations. Then a sudden fire took my parents' lives amid the chaos. My husband David risked his life to rescue me, but because of this incident, my mind spiraled completely out of control, and I was admitted to a psychiatric hospital. During my hospitalization, David stayed by my side constantly, even studying psychiatry for my sake. After my release, I insisted on marrying him. We moved to a small town together, where David found work at a mental health center. On his first day, I accompanied him to meet his boss and secretary. Secretary Rose was merely curious to see what the new supervisor looked like. Then she froze in place. Her husband was the man she met at the bar 3 days ago, but she didn't approach him. Days later, Rose accidentally bumped into me on the street, and only then realized I was her boss's wife. She apologized, explaining she worked for my husband and had seen my photo on his desk. I warmly invited her for coffee. During our chat, I casually mentioned my sole occupation was being a wealthy homemaker. I kept asking her how David was doing at work. At first, Rose didn't want to get close to me, but out of politeness, she shared some of her own story. Then she accidentally let slip that she was a sleepwalker. My eyes lit up in that moment. I told her sleepwalking wasn't an illness. It was a state that could be controlled. Before leaving, I made one request.
This is gonna sound silly, but I'd rather you didn't mention to David that we did this.
Why's that?
He can be a bit funny about mixing work life and home life. And us girls need some things for ourselves, right?
I won't say anything.
Soon after, I invited Rose to work out together, even picking her up from her home personally, which deepened our connection. We had lunch together. Afterward, I handed her a notebook filled with detailed methods for controlling sleepwalking. I assured her it wouldn't bring fear, only help her build a beautiful dream. It wasn't until that night she truly believed, when she drifted back into slumber. At the end of a dark corridor, a door appeared. Beyond it, a warm, glowing house. She ate cake in the kitchen, climbed into a soft bed, and slept soundly. It was the best sleep she'd had in years. Yet the next morning, I appeared with a massive black eye. I explained it was just a fall, but Rose instantly knew something was terribly wrong. That afternoon, she returned to work. Colleagues told her Dr. David was in trouble. A patient had reported him to the boss for domestic violence.